Have you ever felt trapped? Like you can't get out of the mess you've made of your life? Have you ever felt like you weren't wanted or needed by anyone? Have you had the feeling that people are giving up on you and walking away because they think trying to help you is worthless? Have you come to the point in your life that you feel this is the end? There's nowhere else to turn. My name is Robyn, and I'm here today to tell you the story of one girl who felt this very way. Kaitlyn was now a sophomore in high school. Up to this point, she thought she had it all going for her. A loving family, straight A's in school, an awesome job, and a great group of friends. She didn't play any sports, didn't play any instruments. She was pretty much the average teen girl. Nothing special about her, or that's what she thought anyways. One Sunday afternoon, Kaitlyn and her friend Samantha went to the park. They had been best friends for as long as they both could remember. Throughout the years, Kaitlyn began to feel like there wasn't anything unique about herself to set her apart from the rest of the girls like Samantha did. Samantha always had such a peace and joy about life, even in the most difficult situations. She never felt the need to dress like all the other girls. You know, the tight name brand clothing. She was just herself, and everyone loved her for that. But the desire to be set apart from other girls dug deep into Kaitlyn's mind. She then made the decision to change herself to fit in. She started talking with people she normally wouldn't. You know, those people who your parents say are bad news. Kaitlyn figured it wouldn't hurt just to talk to them. Anyways, it's not like she would smoke and do drugs. Stuff like that, right? She just wanted to fit in. Maybe in a new crowd she could. A week passed since Kaitlyn had been hanging out with her new friends. Samantha came over to watch a movie with her. She noticed something was different about Kaitlyn. Something that she didn't like. She asked about Kaitlyn's new group of friends. Kaitlyn said they were getting along great, and left it at that. As the weeks passed, Kaitlyn began hanging out with her new friends more and more. Soon to not even hang out with her real friends anymore. She started to smoke with them one Friday afternoon at the park. Every time she would choose to do this, she would think to herself, I never thought I would get myself involved with this kind of stuff. One day, while checking the mail, she found a letter addressed to her. Confused at what it may be about, she began to read it. Kaitlyn became uneasy. It said how much she missed her longtime best friend. This letter was from Samantha. Kaitlyn was unsure about what to do. So to get her mind off of everything with Samantha, Kaitlyn decided to go out with her new friends. They told her she needed to forget Samantha and have fun with them. They smoked and began drinking excessively. She thought this would take away the pain of everything going on in her life. Days went by. She went from being a great student to barely passing. Her life was slowly crumbling before her eyes. She would come home from school and be ashamed to even look her father in the eye. Kaitlyn came to the point where she fell to the floor in tears. She didn't know how she let her life get this bad. Her real friends who were always there for her before were gone, including her best friend. And now she felt like she lost her family. Her parents tried so much to help her. Had her do counseling. Her doctor put her on meds, but none of it worked. They finally came to the point where they didn't know what to do with her anymore. Kaitlyn's next thought was, what's the point of life if my life is like this? I feel like there has to be something greater out there. But Kaitlyn was blinded by all the bad things of her life to see there is a brighter road to choose. One night, Kaitlyn decided, this is it, I'm done with life. I can't handle this anymore. As this thought came about, she knocked over a book, and a piece of paper fell out. It was a tract she received over a year ago from Samantha, entitled, Where Do I Go From Here? Kaitlyn began to read, and she saw the purpose of life. She saw what being set apart really should be like. Where will you spend eternity? Was the last question on the track. Kaitlyn found the one and only way to turn her life around. Today she travels around the world telling people her story. If someone asked you for your story, what would you tell them? How would you answer the question?